21F is a novel that is meant to industrialize the whole nation using the harnessing the local resources. The aim of creating jobs and improving the livelihood of the people in the community. Now, you can be called a company. You must satisfy some number of what they call criteria. One, you have to apply. You have to have a carbon proposal. 3, you should have an equity that is a electoral. Now, the government and the 1 policy is not taking out money to even though to put in for the community. What the government does is that after you bring all these things, we ask you, how much do you have? Do you have the land? Agreement. So we can also help you halfway. And in the course of helping, and not without we have what you want else, we assist you to access a loan of your request. To access the loan, and the government will absorb 50% of that interest, pay for your behalf. 2, we also make sure that all machineries to be imported in respect of the expression of the one we want them. Government will send that waiver. Now, we don't stop there. We also have something we call internet assistance. There are areas that you as an individual don't have the technical know-how. Government, the ministry will come in and give you that technical assistance. So that is why we have that district implementation committee. So let me delve into the issue of having to go into an area and people are telling you that they have they have no idea. Before the institution of this, the instrument we have introduced. This is the instrument we have introduced. District implementation committee. Now, and the executive officer is the chairman of that committee. And you have GRA in that committee. You have BRA in that committee. You have district planner. You have what's it called, a surveyor. You have agriculture. And what's it called, this urban. They are all part of what they call this is the implementation process. These are the people who access the promoters to what they call establish what you want public. Now, if you look at what you wanted as a sense now, people took a lot of money to establish what you wanted. Some of them have been able to sell you what they want to utilize the money. Can you summarize the problem? You see, the problem was so many that let me summarize. You know, okay, let me go to okay, let me summarize. Canada, for instance. Now, when you apply, you are given a acceptance letter from the ministry. So specifically, when you apply, you will be given an acceptance letter. And whether he has right back to what they call it, now that acceptance letter, I don't know. Now, when you apply and the government assists you with money that you are not contributing, that's where you see they are withdrawing. That's China apply for 5 million Ghana cedis, and the ministry is not able to give them the whole 5 million Ghana. Then Tamara did not say anything. We only hear on the what they call the MD that he's no longer what he wants. That's so. I'm asking. Hamas has what they call a management problem. The food inspection. Those who the factory. This is an internal program I don't want to mention, but then what they call it, what they call it, who started the factory are not used, but rather they brought different people to manage the factory. That's why you see it not working. That's why you see it not working. When you come to human rights process for the army board member, I represent the government on that board. The government is working. When you go to some room market, the factory, the blueprint is there. And we have given them 1 million Ghana cedis last year. And this year we have given them 2 billion Ghana cedis again for what they call it. I think if you look at this, it's like
we'll have a group discussion. You can add more. Yeah. So yeah, let me brief so that we have lunch.
Yeah. No, thank you very much. I really like the presentation of the 1G1 and the recommendations you gave with regards to PFJ. There is something I was expecting, and I did not see it. In your findings, you have observed that there are a lot of warehouses and uncompleted factories. I don't know what I was thinking ahead, but I expected some of the recommendations on the way forward to say something about that. So we have found all those things. What is the way forward? What is next? Should they still be in the bush? You have even alluded that some were not having access to road. I'm sure you were afraid of snakes. Yes. We have been meeting them all the time in the bush, even though we don't have risk allowance. My colleague I will discuss. But what I want to find out is, do we have national development agenda? I hear all these things in the news, national development office or something. Do we have an agenda? That these things are always in the bush. I don't want to mention names. Other infrastructures, probably you saw that because they were not your interest area, you did not capture. What are we doing? I expected that you say, anybody who comes should make use of these things. I'm thinking aloud as part of your recommendations. So the factories, the warehouse, they are all sitting in the bush. What are we doing? Who's me? Yeah. Thank you very much. The one that is sometimes I want to hear so captivated, but the issues are on facts. Once the presentation was going, there are a lot of issues, but the straightforward. Yes, I will not digress. I will just mention all this. All right. I hope one I start to do better. So one of the questions I put here, how did they become of the money? It's something that was to be eaten. That's the first question. Then, how should someone provided a list for the various documents? So go back to the provided a list because we said a lot of machines. So we should visit that. So provided a list. Then repeat how many of the factors lead? Is it a good whole factory now as that is under one else, therefore zero factory? And you want to accomplish that is so scary. As soon as you finish saying it, I was like, then we are in trouble. Because then, assuming there is a change of what is going to happen, it will remain on the issue. In fact, we cannot continue to run ourselves. So, as soon as you mentioned, my target is power. So, at this point, we can come up with strong communication. That's what I want to suggest. It can be a resolution that we are resolving to say that yes, factories should not be, even if there is a change of government. So, if you also are interested in becoming the next leader, you should speak to the president on the over the rest of the administration. Do not draw away this opportunity because you mentioned so many things anyway. You mentioned about the infrastructure that's there. You mentioned about the capacity. You mentioned about technology. Can we do away all these?
Participants. We are grateful to our researchers who took time. We are grateful to our researchers who took time off their busy schedules to unravel these findings purposely to ensure successful running of the groundbreaking and economic recovery policies of the government. From their presentation, one can easily see the need for immediate energy between the two policies. This is the position that Almas has been keenly expecting to boost our operating source. Almas is located in all of us here, especially for those who know a little bit of the geography, will see the importance of our location to harnessing raw materials and serving our finished products across the breadth of this country and beyond. We are one of the factories whose location can access the most remote farm areas and most bigger cities. Our products are purely finished and semi-finished products supplied to industry and direct consumers. Products are fermented and unfermented cassava flour and millet, flour, yam, and cassava flours. Among others, other packages that will be introduced later. The inception of Global Almas has kept a open smile on the basis of the formerly frustrated cassava and yam farmers since our operation have used their cassava to basis of formal and informal transportation and yam farmers since our operation have used their cassava at good prices and introduced other competitors have virtually made cassava farming palatable. But this is where the problem just started. The depletion of the entire raw materials causing prices to shoot up to unbearable limits. We for the 1D1 therefore support only initiative and ready to collaborate with PFJ to support farmers within our catchment areas with the view of building our raw material base. This is very crucial and indeed worth debating, and I'm sure our sister and I'm sure our sister factories share similar opinions. Once again, greetings from Global Almas. Thank you very much.
You're marketing yourself.
Hello? Yes.
You should capture that.
As a plan, now, let me go back to the mention there. There was a finding that the farmers have a low motivation to sell to the local markets as against selling to foreigners. Now, I'm sure because they give better price. What can we do about that? Maybe it's a research question. What can we do about it? And eventually, in the Northeast region, it became a whole regional security council issue where they were pounding or seizing the truck that's the paddy rice and other goods to neighboring to and subsequent year, it was last year, this notice of glut. Oh no, but that's the glut. And purchasing goods in the warehouses, right? Fully loaded and it's not bought by the local the bulk purchase company. So what can we do about it? Can discuss or maybe it will be later research. Now in the one factory, one is one factory. I will also talk about importing of improved seeds or hybrid seeds. I'm thinking that this era of 2020 is really importing hybrid seeds to plant in Ghana. We have the CSIR. They are capable, very competent now to develop seeds that can do well and multiply them to sell farmers. What is the motivation to import seeds now in Ghana with fast currency? I think we have to go in. Conference level.
Exactly, if it is slide 8, kindly check if it is slide 8. I saw Wilson North District and the factory they got there was locked. Once it's a validation, I would want to know more about that factory because I'm from Wilson North and it looks like there is no sign of a factory there. Initially, I thought it was Massive Right that was misrepresented, but towards the conclusion, the presentation slide 8. So the mention Pulsar North in the Upper East region. Yes. So if we can get more details on that, I'll be glad. If it is not Martin Rice information that is misrepresented. At the conclusion, he made it clear about Martin Rice. I also want to know whether in the findings of 1D1F and PFJ, it made at the point have a link with SADA.
ND. It's now ND.
It's not NDA. Yes. So because I know they have done a lot of poverty alleviation programs, and as far as village farmers are concerned, if at any point in time the research identifies some linkage. If not so, we will be implementing programs, they all come to stand alone, eventually ending up doing the same thing. This one achieving less, this one achieving less, there is no synergy. And if there will be a recommendation that we programs recognize each other of similar rules, because they are all into poverty alleviation in some form and food security. Sarah has done a lot of work to in that regard. Thank you. The slide is here. Yes, so I think you can make that correction. Obisi is in Bulsa South district. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. And that's the functional factory actually working. But the owner said it's not under 1 year, one year. Yeah, but it's working. The rice is found in Giddy Pass, opposite Giddy Pass. There's a shop there. You see Martin rice. They have trended on Facebook, so go buy some.
Can we be brief so that we can well? Thank you very much for the opportunity. Thank you. Sector support projects, the AMSEC and the rest. These are all short-term programs. At this stage, we should be looking at long-term, so that whoever is in power cannot say, oh, because of this party A and B got this, we cannot do. It's a long-term that each and everyone is coming to continue. Like the planting for food, the phase 1 that was brought by Honorable Okoto. It was something else, but Honorable Bright jump on to own is another one. What if someone who comes? It's going to be different thing again. So for how long will we continue to change this list? So it's good we look at them in a longer perspective instead of just flashing like this when 2 or 3 people just sit down and bring their own ideas and pick off. Everything is always in a rush. And so, like we said, we don't have to keep sharp or agree now as it is, because the way things are moving, people will come and they will decide what to do. And so, about the UTS and other research institutions, look at when UTS was established, up to date, have been able to come out with 2 or 3 varieties of seed, or other innovative things that will at least in a way improve upon that this sector. It's always we have done this, we have done that. That's the issue. By now, the issue have been in terms of what the Accra Congo came with some time is, so that we're moving away from this chemical fertilizer to what we can also produce. So we're saying now
Okay. I want to start by commending the leader for the presentation, which is very revealing in terms of education and the way forward. As a planner, I will start from some of my planning statements. And one is that failing to plan is planning to fail. And another is the beauty of planning lies in implementation. Seeing that His Excellency the President of the Republic, when he took the mantle of leadership, together with his cabinet, as the National Development Plan put together a document that would be a guiding way for Ghana. And that document is the coordinated program of economic and social development policy. That agenda for those 2017 to 2024. And if you look at that document, it stands for 5 years. Social development, economic development, environment, infrastructure, human settlements, and spatial planning. Then governance, corruption, and accountability. The fifth delves into the arena of Ghana's role in international relations. Now, if you look at this presentation, squarely it lies in the second block, economic development. But of course, the achievements of that will find expression in what? Social development. That is, if the achievement of 1DF, 1D, 1F, and then planting for popular jobs, see that eventually you'll find expression in social development. The same way, sustainable development goals we have mentioned here. For instance, if you look at goal 1, no poverty, then you go to goal 2, where it is zero hunger. You can mention them up to the 17th goal. Now, I want to come back to a statement made by Mr. Coleman that there is a disconnect between policy formulation and policy implementation. I perfectly agree with that. There is a gap. Ghana, it's not a secret. We are very good at formulating policy. But usually when it comes to the implementation, that's where we have this challenge. If you look at the shortage of inputs, the target beneficiaries, who are the people to benefit and all that, it is the role of them. I'm sure as a nation, going forward, and coming from regulations like this, these regulations should be able to guide me as a country in terms of what strides we make into the future. And so one of the participants also made mention of stakeholder engagement. Whether stakeholders were involved, well, let's say that stakeholders were involved, but maybe the level of involvement was the issue. And so what I would say is that from now on, another participant suggested thing, can we create a forum for these findings to be shared with those that matter? I mean, the policy formulators. Yes, somebody mentioned that. I think it's a very good suggestion. Usually, if you bring them together with technocrats like us and other people, it's very difficult for people to speak up their mind. But when you engage them separately, I think that we can have progress going forward. So this is the I want to say, and I want to commend Mr. Coleman for ensuring that all of us are part of this particular important session. Thank you very much.
Now, when the researcher respond to that, we are going to do it. So that if you, because we are running out of time. Okay.
I want to know about the planting for food and jobs. What has been the scale of measurement when it comes to the planting for food and jobs? Because I've not heard much about the employment side of the planting for food and jobs. Right. Thank you very much.
There's a lady at the back, please. We have few women in the hall, so we can't afford. So don't you take that comment?
Very much. And I want to thank the presenter for giving us an in-depth presentation. Mine is a comment. An I'm interested in the comfortability of my farmers. When you presented, you made mention of harvesters, and when you look at the PFJ, it's like it was concentrating or it was continuing on the seed and then I want to suggest as part of the implementation, recommendations, if we can include the affordability of these treasures harvesters to the small scale farmer. Because when you look at soybeans, for instance, when the farmers farm during harvesting, they suffer a lot. They don't get treasures. Before they get the treasure, everything is shattered and they will have a low yield. And then with rice as well, because of the huge combined harvesters, the small scale farmers, most of them cannot afford. They use sickle, which makes the post-harvest loss of the produce very, very high. So if we can look into getting the small or let the affordable work rates and less dredging machines, especially for women. I'm a woman and I know how our male farmers struggle in the field. So please take it and see if you can slaughter it inside and then for our women farmers. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, clap. So allow Martin to respond to the comment. Most of them will comment. You throw after that we'll go for line.
Thank you very much for to respond to some of the comments. If I have the answers at all. Someone talked about the warehouses, the factories in the bush. What we can do about it. I don't know what we can do about them. Do you have any suggestions? It has to do with policy. And I don't know. I'm not able to think about what can be done about it. And we have most of these programs that they've been abandoned. And it's all over the place. So it's a very, very serious problem that we need to do something about. Are there any thoughts on this? Because they are there. And you can hardly tell. As soon as there's a change of government, the projects are discontinued. They remain there. Yes.
Yeah, on the issue of the warehouses, we had a problem, or we have a problem in Pada, where the warehouse is almost complete. And we've been pushing. When you go to Mofa, they'll ask you to go to the central administration because they don't have anything concrete to tell you. You go to central administration, you will not get any proper answer. We even did a documentary of what that particular warehouse and bringing the case up that we've invested public funds and we must put it into use. But the thing is still sitting there. Are you saying that the one who initiated it is not aware that the thing is sitting there? And you expect somebody who didn't even dream about it just to come and now pick it as a listen. That's where our problem is. Even the initiator is no longer interested in whatever he put it there. It's just the name. We put so many, this number of factories, this number of warehouses.